Hey, what's up, guys? I know I just did a video. This was a little more serious for me. So, little backstory, real quick, to why I'm doing this. Uh, my business partner and I, April, myself, and two other instructors, we all volunteer at a women's prison here in our area to teach dance fitness classes and personal growth stuff there. So we volunteer, and it's an amazing experience, and it's something I do. We teach once a month or twice a month, depending on the schedule. So we go down there today. Myself and April was our day to do that. And I have to teach with an instructor, so April and I do it together. So we were driving down there. We had just got finished with the day. We did a workout, and so we were heading down there, excited because man, it's such a rewarding experience to be able to bring this to those young ladies who really appreciate having this little thing during their tough time, and obviously they're there because they done something. So it's an amazing thing for us, and we volunteer, and we're excited about doing that. So anyway, as we are driving down, we are talking. The sky is beautiful. I'm taking pictures. We're driving down the road. Car stops in front of us really short. All of a sudden, traffic's moving. It stops. April happens to be looking up at something. Car stopped. She slams her brakes. Whew, it's one of those things. But as we're stopped, and I do my hand like this, and April does her hand like this, trying to stop, protect each other, because that's what friends do, I guess. We both look in the rearview mirror, and the car behind us is going about 30, 40 miles an hour, and they're not stopping. And we both go, she's not stopping. The car's not stopping. Slam, boom, hits us. I'm going to be very honest. At the time, it didn't feel bad. Now, let's see, it's 9 o'clock, so we're about 4 hours later, and I'm feeling the effects of being hit at that speed. Anyway, I am good. I actually have to I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. My wife has told me, she has ordered me to go, and April to go. So she's part of the business as well. So we're going to be going. I'm going, and it was going to go, and we both feel well, but we both got some soreness. We were hit pretty good, but after we got hit, we checked each other out. Nothing. We got a car. We both like, damn. We immediately think about, we can't teach the class. So I'm sending one of the other ladies that works with us, that runs our group of instructors. I'm sending her a message telling her that we can't make it. We just got into an accident. If we could, we would still go, but we couldn't make it. We were so far away, and she lives near the prison, so it's a little easier for her. But that was one of our first things. As we got a car, but as we get out, there was a female driving the car behind us, and she's frantic. I'm like, shit, she's got a child in the car, and she's strapping her daughter, and she put this young girl, maybe mid-20s. She comes out, and she has a little girl, and the little girl is freaked out. It was not a silent bang. The front end of their car was destroyed. That car is going to be a wash, I guarantee it. Front of the car is destroyed. I mean, it hit us so hard that the tire that sits in the trunk of April's car, who was driving April's car, sits in the back of April's car, was actually elevated up. When we opened the trunk, it was elevated. One of her mufflers was about at least a half a foot, 6 inches to 12 inches further up the car. So I mean, she did a number on us. But the little girl was frantic, and so we get in, and the mom was like, "I'm so sorry. I wasn't, whatever her reasons that she was talking to us." But April and I both started talking. We helped calm the mom down, and then we started talking to the daughter. And the girl, and we getting there, kind of, why are you crying? She's scared, and so. The police came, and so the baby's sitting down on the curb, and so April sits down with her, and she starts talking to her. And I come over and I start talking to her. This girl's 5 years old, kindergarten, And we're talking about her shoes and her jacket, and mom's trying to calm down, calling her husband to try to get all the information they need, and we're sitting there, and she's so apologetic, and again, she knows that she's wrong, and things gonna happen. And the police officers are asking us what's going on, and the thing is, it wasn't important. The little girl was kind of important to both of us. And the mom being, just understanding, like, it's just apologetic when, like, it happens, right? Things happen. But here's the thing. I was sitting there talking to a girl, and she's telling us about her school, and we asked her about these questions, and she's getting over that fear. As the tow trucks come and they start picking up our vehicles, she's crying. Her mom's holding her again. She's crying now, and I say, well, and I go back up to her. Again, I just got hit, and I'm feeling it. And Abram's got hit, and we can't go do our job. We can't go do the thing that we love to do and the volunteer work that we love to do. And my wife just flew back in from her work trip, and I'm sitting there going, damn, this is crazy. And I'm sitting there, this girl, and I'm, why are you crying? And she says, I don't want a new car. She says, I want a car. And she's crying. She likes her car. It's a nice car. And I talked to her about her car. I talked about it, and she feels better. And, and it all dawned on me. I know it's like a 6.5 minute for me to explain that. But as we walked away, we got all the stuff out of April's car that got towed to the thing. And, she's calling insurance. And we've decided that we probably need to go and make sure at least get checked out tomorrow. Neither one of us need urgent care. We didn't think. But this is the thing. When something bad happens, you can be negative. You can be angry. You can go out and we had every right to be pissed off at this young girl. We had every right. I mean, she hit us hard as hell. Like I said, as the day goes on, my back is a little more sore, and I'm like, damn, this is not gonna be fun to teach or whatever. But here's the thing, man. Life isn't about the things. The car can be replaced, right? The insurance, and even if we didn't have insurance, it can still be replaced. Even if it was a setback and we couldn't afford it, it can be replaced. It's a thing, right? But what would have happened if that little girl wasn't strapped in like a lot of parents do? They don't have their kids strapped in right. What happened if I had been in, like, one of us, I had been in the glove box and they hit us? What happened? I mean, people die in these types of things. They die. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Death happens in an instance. And so I'm sitting here, and April and I talking, and she came over my house after we dropped her off the rental car place. She got her rental car, and we had all her stuff in my wife's car. She came and picked us up. And so she came back to the house and sat down. And me, her, and my wife, we all sat down and watched the kids baking show, and we talked. And me and April were talking about what's sore currently, and as the adrenaline starts going down, and and my wife is, taking a command decision to make sure we both go to the doctor tomorrow. And we just sitting there talking. And I'm going, and here's the thing, actually I must segue. My wife, as she came to get us, almost got rear-ended. And then when we got in, she got a report here that some drunk lady had rear-ended 2 different vehicles, and they hit another vehicle, and it was kept hit and run. So the police are trying to find her and all these things. But you're going, man, everybody's trying to rear-end folks. And what I thought about was, life is so short, and it's so precious, and we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We could have got out, and we could have been mad, we could have been yelling, and we could have been, bitches this and this and that, and we could have terrified that little girl. We could have been like, we could have been stressed out. April could have been, life is bad. Oh my God, everything's wrong. But the truth was, for both of us, April and I, our compassion or humanity was more important. Having compassion for the person who is looking at life in a whole different life. Their car's total. I don't know what their financials are. Their car's total. Look, the young girl didn't know what was going on. She didn't know where her car was going. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know if she needed to get her stuff out of the car. She didn't know anything. She's waiting on her husband. She's like, her husband was mad at her, right? And the little girl, and all we cared about was the little girl and the mom calming down. They hit us. And here we were, talking to them, calming them down. Because when it's all said and done, how you act as a human is the most important thing. How you act to other humans, especially when they're in need or in their stress, matters. Yeah, we're in pain. Insurance is going to pay for it. They have insurance, right? But what if they didn't? We still figure it out, right? For us. But I felt better. Like for me, at that moment, sitting there with that little girl, talking to the police officer in the fire department, fireman, and other things. For me, for that moment, I felt warm. I felt warm for both of us, both me and April, and you know what I'm saying? Because we took time to be better humans. Because it was more important that little girl wasn't scared. It was more important and the guy was across the street at 7-Eleven. He walked over. He's like, "Hey, you guys okay?" And I said, "Man, thank you. Do you know all these cars went by us, but only he walked across the street and came to check on us. Nobody stopped." Now, police was there pretty quickly, so I'm not gonna hate on people that way, because police was across the street at 7-Eleven when they came in, but and once police cars are there, and you don't need to stop. But this guy walked across the street, and he was like, "Hey," and he stood there for probably the first 10 minutes. And I shook his hand. I said, "Thank you." He's like, "I was just standing over there, and I saw it. I was on my phone." And so my point tonight is this. You know who you are as a person, but how you act when things don't go your way. When in today's climate, all the stuff we do and all the stuff we say and all the things we do to each other, right? When things don't go your way, it tells a lot. It says a lot about you how you act, right? How you act. So if you are sitting here and you don't understand that your life is this short, and what we do with it it's up to us. But man, I'm proud of my friend, and I'm proud of myself, because it was more important to be a good human than to be right. It was more important to have compassion and understanding than to be demanding and damning. It was more important to just deal with the situation and deal with it later, and let the wheels roll the way they should do it. I mean, April's already called her insurance company. That's done, right? Then her rental car is already done. Her car will go to a place probably tomorrow sometime to get evaluated. You know what I mean? So it's already done. That's just already in the process. I've already subbed out one of my classes so I can go to the doctor in the morning. Right? I can go to the doctor in the morning whether I go to urgent care. April's already decided where she's gonna go to the doctor, right? So we're gonna take care of that. Maybe I won't teach tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll take a day off, a full day off. That's okay. I'm proud of me because I had compassion. I'm proud of my friend because she had compassion, and I had to sit and say this right here. You can spread hate and you can be evil and you can be hurtful to people, but only in the end, all it is hurting you. In the end, all it is hurting you, and it's making you a harder person, and it's making you worse. But you can't, and that's not gonna do anything, because when your life is over and you're on that deathbed, it ain't gonna matter. That woman could have hit us a lot faster. We could have broke our necks. We could have broke our backs. We could have been wound up in wheelchairs. We could have been, so many damn things could have happened, right? I mean, hell, I can have a concussion right now and don't even know it, right? I mean, that's the truth of the matter. But when it's said and done, when you are hurting, when you are in a bad place, how you treat others is a measure of you. So anyway, man, that's like 15 minutes. I want to thank everybody who takes time to be compassionate, who takes time to try to understand what others are going through, and understand that, you know what, this is my life and I could do better. So that's 15 minutes, man. I hope you get to watch this and just say, I'm grateful that today I walked away from was a pretty significant accident. She hit us really hard. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna feel it for a couple of days. But thank you, everybody, man. You know, if you don't know it, you're all important and you're all special. You're all special in your own way. Be better humans. All right. This is me, right? Rocky Marcus Allen. Boom. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.